What is chillin', homies? It is your boy Snowflake here, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the good, bad, and ugly points of the all-new Call of Duty Black Ops 3. By the way, the gameplay you are seeing in the background is me using the CUDA as well as the KN-44 with a reflex sight and some aim assist attachments. Now, it's gonna be a compilation of me playing different game modes, so I hope you guys enjoy. Now, I know this game is more than 2 months old, but as I always say, every YouTuber's perspective is different, so I just felt like throwing mine out there. So just a little meaning behind these words, good, bad, and ugly, because I know a lot of other fellow COD lovers will spam the comment section saying BO3 is the best game ever created. And just so you know, COD is my favorite game too, so I would never talk shit about it to anybody. As I was saying, just to throw some perspective out there. Good things are the positive things about the game, pretty self-explanatory. The bad things are some of those cheeky mishaps that happen with the game here and there, and that a lot of people in the COD community despise. And finally, the last part will focus on the downright ugly parts of the game. So without further ado, let's get into it. Since we all know that this channel is based around positivity, we are going to be starting out with the good points about the game. I really like the weapon balance that Treyarch has done this year. So as a lot of you guys might know, which I'm sure you do because you have the game and have some idea of what I'm talking about, that most of the guns can be used in this game. And yes guys, I do mean shotguns as well as secondaries. We don't have one shotgun that performs like the TAC-19 or even one secondary that performs like an Atlas 45. Now you will find me comparing most of the stuff from Advanced Warfare because that is technically the second latest game in the franchise. Another thing that a lot of people did not notice about the game is that submachine guns won't put you at a disadvantage at all. Now we all know that the KF5 and some of the other SMGs dominated Advanced Warfare, right? Well, no, that was sarcasm if you didn't understand that. Anyways, let's move on, or this episode is gonna turn into one where I start criticizing Advanced Warfare. Also, I love that the intensity of the thrust jumping has been greatly reduced in Black Ops 3. At least you don't see people flying around the map constantly and running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Well, you do see that, but that is off topic. My point is that the game mechanics that are built into the game are just fantabulous. I'm sorry, what? That's not a word? Deal with it! Another great thing that I like about BO3 that again compares itself hugely to its arch nemesis is supply drops. So as most of you guys have noticed, all that we have in Black Ops 3 in terms of supply drops are cosmetic items that make you look aesthetically pleasing. Unlike Advanced Warfare where you could run around mowing people down with your Bow 27, but yeah, just saying. And that is pretty much wrapping up the good section of the game. Thankfully, it dwarfs the other sections, which makes it a pretty good game overall. The roses are always good to talk about, but you also gotta consider the thorns, especially when you're making a good, concise video. So let's move on. Now, some of the bad things about the game that slightly degraded my personal experience, only slightly, are that first of all, that there's some pretty frequent server farts that happen in this game. Now, I will show you an example of this in a future video, where my friend and myself decided to do a 1v1, but it switches us to only join local games and does all sorts of crazy stuff. So my only question to Treyarch: who in the son of a biscuit eater decided to have a central server located in Japan for Eastern Asia? I've also seen problems like this in the Middle East where their lobbies are connected to Europe instead of like the Middle East, and they can never find like 3 or 4 game bar lobbies. Now we are used to this in other COD games, but the frequency of these farts are what concern me, and they make like quite a lot of people mad actually. Number 2, and the final bad point I have to make, ties in closely to point number 1, and that is that there are uneven teams. Now, I've had friends from other countries tell me they get into safeguard games where their team has like 3 people while the other team has 9. Like, what the hell is happening in those headquarters of yours, Treyarch? And let me just tell you guys, these issues, if addressed by a Treyarch, can be solved single-handedly by one person. Like, straight up, let's just call him Bob. If Treyarch tells some random Bob guy to fix all these problems, he can probably do it in like a month or so. And these are some of the minuscule things that they may shorten the game's life cycle. Finally, we are moving on to the final part of this video, which focuses on the ugly things about the game. Well, there's only one point which may be just a little bit groundbreaking, thankfully, for the game, which has to be given serious attention to by the COD gods and Treyarch itself. The ugly thing about the game is... Can I have a boom? Actually, no. This is not positive. We don't have no drums. Cue sad music, please. Okay, sad accent, okay? The ugly thing about the game is, well, nothing. And I know, as crazy as it sounds, there's nothing groundbreakingly ugly about the game. One thing that I thought would be bad about the game when they announced it at PAX and E3 were specialists, but they're pretty damn balanced. Now, if I had to be the devil's advocate in this situation, I would say that some of them, like Nomad and stuff, are kind of unfair, but they did patch that rejack ability after the beta to be not continuing score streaks after rejacking. Phew, loads of rejack there. The rejacker when rejacking can rejack, but rejacking won't let you rejack your previously lost rejacking score streak. Say that 5 times, and if you can, put it down in the comment section below. Anyways, apart from that, if my count is right, BO3 has also introduced more than 7 game modes, including multiplayer, campaign, and a newly redefined zombies with the largest map ever created, Shadows of Evil. Now, it has also brought the Nightmares mode for players who wish to play the campaign with a scary twist. Not that I don't think the normal campaign isn't scary enough, but other than that, we have really good free run mode, arena mode, which I consider different from normal multiplayer because it has a different set of rules and has some perspective in the competitive spectrum, which concludes this video. So freaks, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and it was technically a very critical overview of the game, and I hope you guys don't mind that it is a bit too late. Okay, I admit it was very late, but anyways, especially in the COD community where every hour counts. But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Until the next time guys, keep chilling.